What's up everybody, Adrian here, back with another video. This time we're going to be talking about Batman killing people in the movies. There's a lot of controversy behind that. Some people agree with it, and some people just flat out denounce Batman ever killing anyone. Now this whole controversy started with the Zack Snyder movie, Batman vs Superman. You had Ben Affleck, who was like an older Batman towards the end of his career as Batman, and he just didn't give a shit. So he was just murdering people straight up, shooting them with the bat plane. He was running people over with the Batmobile. He was breaking necks, flipping people over, like spiking them onto the floor. You know, the fight scene was one of the greatest fight scenes, but Batman did not care. It didn't make sense. He's an older Batman. He's been through it all. Maybe when he was younger, like the Christopher Nolan Batman, when he was like first starting out, he had that one rule that Joker forced him not to break. Batman's parents were shot, and if he just went around angry and vengeful and just murdering everybody, it would like let down his parents. I don't know, in his mind he'd be like, well, I want to leave a legacy for my parents, and I don't want to be a cold-blooded serial killer because my dad and mom taught me better. Fine, whatever. Plus it's in the comics that Batman has one rule, and that's the fun dynamic between him and Joker. But Christopher Nolan trilogy is over. Zack Snyder trilogy is over, but he's trying to have a new cut and he's bringing it back. Fine, whatever. In fact, when I saw that Batman was just straight up murdering people, I liked him even more because he just don't care. Now, if you think about it, the original 1989 Michael Keaton Batman, he killed thugs, threw them off buildings, put bombs down their pants and blew them up, hit them with weapons, broke their necks. He didn't care. He killed the Joker at the end, so nobody was complaining then. Maybe they were. They didn't have Twitter and social media and YouTube at the time, so you didn't hear people complaining. But in the 1989 Batman, they didn't follow his one rule. He was just straight up murdering people, and I like that. I want Batman to use guns, swords, all weapons, break their necks, pound their faces into a bloody pulp. I don't care. Throw his one rule out the window. You gotta think of his mindset in the Zack Snyder cut. He's at the end of his rope. He just don't care. He's older. His body is not as strong. So to go through that extra effort to not kill people, think about it. Batman doesn't kill a thug. He puts him in jail. A couple days later, he's out on bail, back on the streets, killing more people, and then Batman has to catch him again, not kill him, put him in jail. Bail is set, he's back on the streets, and the whole cycle repeats itself. So an older, more grizzled Batman said, hey, I'm too old for this shit. I'm just gonna kill him straight up. I never have to worry about him again. And that's fine with me. So now let's talk about the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. And I know what people are gonna say. Oh my god, did you see that scene where he beat up that thug? He killed him. He put him in a coma. He's not gonna survive. And I'm like, yeah, so? But you're like, wait a minute. He's not at the end of his career. He's brand new. It's supposed to be year 2 Batman. And yes, that makes even more sense. He's just getting the hang of it. He hasn't honed his skills. He hasn't learned to control his anger. So if he doesn't pull his punches out of anger and he ends up crippling a guy, giving him internal bleeding, and he ends up dead, oh well, he'll learn as time goes by. He's still fresh. If he wants to use a gun, fine with that. If he wants to just snap people's necks and put them into comas that they never come out of, I'm fine with that because he's at the beginning. But as he progresses, he will learn to control himself and pull back his punches and figure out better moves to not put a guy in a coma or give him internal bleeding that ends up to him being dead. And I'm sure he's gonna eventually meet the Joker, and the Joker is gonna force him to keep his one rule of not killing people. What if they have a scene where he accidentally kills someone he cares about or wasn't a thug, and then it gets him to think, oh my god, I killed this guy and I didn't mean to. I'm gonna think back to my parents, how they were brutally murdered, and what would my dad think that I'm just killing people? That makes the story more interesting. It gives him a reason to why he all of a sudden decides, I'm gonna pull back my punches and not kill people. But I'm fine with Robert Pattinson Batman just straight up murdering people. So thanks for listening. Until next time, see you next video.